Okay, I am here. Today is February 11th, and today we are asking the question, tell me about growing up with your sibling. So, Mom, you get to start.
Well, Scott was older. I think he was 2 years.
Year and a half younger than you.
Yeah, and he was the only sibling I had. But one of the cool things was that my mom and dad were both school teachers, and school teachers will try to and my mother was a first grade teacher, like I was, and you calmly explain, that we're going to be kind to each other. Be kind. That was our mantra, and at home, Scott and I had to be kind to each other.
Oh, that's good.
and we got along really well. I think it was just 2 years apart.
About a year and a half apart, Dad said.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So you were good friends, and
we were good friends,
Good.
and we'd go on walks together, or when we got bicycles, we did that and stuff. But very seldom did anybody yell and be mean and
good.
stuff like that.
That's good.
And if it did happen, then it was, it was remember how we're supposed to act.
Good. So you worked it out quickly.
Yeah.
Good.
And see, my mom is a first grade teacher. She was very calm too. She, as well as my dad, but I realized the way that she worked with her little first graders, because I would go there every once in a while and help her, and the kids just work better if the teacher is kind, and if they don't know what to do, I told you 3 times now, and we don't do that. Teachers should not do that.
Yeah.
And so that was our mantra, kind of.
Yeah,
we do not yell.
Good.
We do not. That doesn't mean that there is not something going on that's not appropriate, and you just forget it. You don't. No, you go over and talk to him in a nice way and say, "Oh, there you go. I knew you could do that," and whatever. And I try to do that with you guys.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Well, good. I'm glad. That was probably fun having your brother be your buddy, and Dad, you had the same experience where you just had one sibling too.
Yes,
your ages were a little further apart.
my sister was 5 years younger than me, and so we never really were in school at the same time. For example, when I was in middle school or junior high, she was in elementary, I was high school, she was elementary. I had gone on, and she was in high school. We the 5-year age difference. I just remember my sister had the patience of Job putting up with me because the few times I would get in trouble with my parents was generally something that I've subjected my sister to, involving something that we'd seen in a Western, like how to stake somebody out or tie them to a tree. I remember I did that, but no harm, no foul. But I guess that we had a lot of times, and I remember going on long vacations with my sister, and it's a long trip from Tupelo, Mississippi to Denver without the benefit of interstates. And I remember once that I was sitting in the front seat, and maybe on a trip sometime, and my sister, I decided to spit out the front window, and my sister took one in the face when it flew in the back window. I'll never live that down. But we had a great time growing up, and we love each other. It's so nice to talk to her and brag about Christy's circumstances in North Mississippi and the beautiful home she has and the acreage and that. But we have mutual friends and growing up, and she remained in Tupelo and keeps me appraised of what's going on with people. But we have a great relationship, and it's with just one sibling we remain close. But first and foremost, Christy was very much a caregiver to my dad as his health deteriorated, and she did not necessarily put her life on hold, so to speak, because my dad wanted her to do things. But then she met a wonderful man, Randall Breedlove, and a terrific guy and a great marriage, and loved my dad. And Randall became a great friend to my dad, and they would tease one another, and I certainly appreciate that from Randall and the way he treated Christy and that. But I'm glad to continue with the good relationship. We don't have any feuds or things going on, and with that, I'll maybe comment on another time.
Yeah, well, that's good that you both have great relationships with your siblings today. So you're at a point in your lives where you can reflect and enjoy each other's company, with Scott and Jean coming by every couple of weeks, and you get daily, like multiple chats per week on the phone with Christy.
Oh yeah, it's every other day.
So fun.
We'll probably maybe talk later today.
Good.
For a while, we hardly ever
Are you?
saw